After 40, hair removal stops behaving the way it used to. Most women are still using methods their skin no longer tolerates, feeling like something is wrong. But let me tell you, your skin isn't failing, it's evolving. Hormones are changing everything: the thickness of the hair, your pain response, and how quickly you recover. And what's really surprising is that some popular methods actually make regrowth worse after 40. In fact, one of the options we're about to rank surprised even seasoned professionals. So, I've broken this down into 3 tiers: what's best for your skin now, what to use with caution, and what to avoid completely. Stay with me, because the #1 mistake most women are making is coming up, and you don't want to miss it. Let's start with the best tier, the methods that truly respect your skin after 40. Topping our list at #1 is professional sugar waxing. The reason this is so effective is because the paste is applied against the direction of hair growth and removed with it. This gentler pulling motion is crucial for skin that's becoming a bit thinner and more delicate. It causes significantly less inflammation. Plus, since it's water-soluble, it doesn't strip your skin's natural protective barrier. It's a favorite in high-end spas from London to Toronto for a reason. It's perfect for regular maintenance without the trauma. Coming in at #2 is properly calibrated laser hair removal. The key here is properly calibrated. You need a technician who understands how hormonal shifts affect your growth cycles. When done correctly, on a consistent schedule, laser treatment reduces long-term trauma to the skin and can lead to permanent hair reduction. It requires patience, not rushing, but the results are worth it. Clinics in Dubai and Sydney are known for their expertise in this area, tailoring treatments to individual hormonal patterns. It's an investment in smoother skin for years to come. And at #3 on our best list is a high-quality, skin-safe electric trimmer. This is your secret weapon for the days between other treatments. It offers zero surface trauma, which means no microcuts, no irritation, and a much lower risk of ingrown hairs. It's the go-to choice for busy professionals who need a quick, reliable solution without any downtime. It's also fantastic for travel. Think of it as the perfect maintenance tool that keeps your skin calm and happy while you wait for your next waxing or laser session. Now, let's move into our second tier, methods to use with caution. These aren't necessarily bad, but they require some adjustments after 40. First up is the classic Brazilian wax. You can still get great results, but your prep and aftercare are no longer optional. Your skin's pain response is heightened, so applying a pre-wax oil creates a barrier that reduces the shock of the pull. The timing of your appointment in relation to your monthly cycle also matters more than ever. And always follow up with soothing, non-alcoholic care. Working with an experienced technician who understands mature skin is key. Next on the caution list is the epilator. These devices can be effective, but they pull on aging hair follicles differently, which can sometimes lead to more breakage if you're not careful. Epilators work best on fine regrowth rather than coarse, thick hair. The golden rule here is to never, ever use it on dry skin, always after a warm shower. Keep your sessions short to avoid over-irritating the area, and immediately follow up with a calming lotion or oil to soothe the skin. It's about working smarter, not harder. Also in our caution category are depilatory creams, but only the sensitive skin formulas. Your skin's protective barrier is naturally weaker after 40, making it more susceptible to the chemicals in these creams. A patch test 48 hours before is non-negotiable. You'll also want to reduce the processing time. If the box says 5 to 10 minutes, start with 3 or 4 and see how your skin reacts. And because these creams can be drying, you must follow up with a deep moisturizer to replenish your skin. Avoid using them too frequently. Rounding out our caution list are at-home wax kits. The biggest risks here are temperature and tension. It's very easy to overheat the wax and burn yourself, and the pre-made strips often have a tension that's far too harsh for thinning skin. If you must use them, reserve them for small, non-sensitive areas like a few stray hairs on your toes. Never rush the application, and always have a barrier repairing cream on hand for aftercare. It's a temporary fix that requires your full attention. Now we arrive at the most important part of our ranking, the methods you should avoid or use very rarely after 40. These are the habits that silently cause the most damage. Topping the avoid list is dry shaving. Those tiny microcuts that you might not have noticed in your 20s now heal much slower. Dry shaving strips your natural oils, leading to that tight, itchy feeling and the illusion of faster, darker regrowth. It's one of the fastest ways to trigger chronic irritation and disrupt your skin's health. Next, and this is a huge one, is using alcohol-heavy aftercare products. That stinging feeling isn't a sign that it's working, it's a sign of damage. Alcohol delays healing, increases redness, and completely disrupts your skin's delicate microbiome. This is a very common but hidden mistake. Swap out those harsh astringents for gentle, nourishing oils or balms. Your skin will thank you. Also on the avoid list is overexfoliation. There's a misconception that if your skin is changing, you need to scrub it more aggressively. The opposite is true. Thinner skin is not tougher skin. Aggressive scrubbing just leads to a vicious cycle of sensitivity and inflammation. Focus on gentle exfoliation less frequently. The goal is softness, not a raw scrub. This brings us to another habit to break: daily hair removal. Your skin needs more time to recover now. The trauma from daily shaving or other methods compounds silently, day after day. Your hair growth cycles also naturally slow with age, so a weekly rhythm often works much better than a daily one. Giving your skin rest days is not lazy, it's essential for its long-term health. Number 12 on our list to avoid is using men's razors. They are engineered differently, designed for thicker, tougher facial skin. The blade angles are more aggressive and can easily cause friction burns and irritation on more delicate body skin. They are simply not hormone aware and should be kept far away from your sensitive zones. Another one to leave to the experts is DIY sugaring without proper training. It looks simple in videos, but getting the paste consistency and the pull direction right is an art. Getting it wrong leads to hair breakage, which is a one-way ticket to a major ingrown hair problem. It's far more likely to cause bruising and frustration than smooth skin. A mistake that's incredibly common yet often overlooked is ignoring your body's timing. Being blind to your cycle can make a huge difference. Hormonal fluctuations directly affect your pain threshold. There are certain weeks in your cycle when any form of hair removal will feel significantly more painful. Simply planning your sessions around your cycle can dramatically reduce discomfort and improve your recovery. And finally, the biggest long-term mistake to avoid is skipping aftercare entirely. After 40, inflammation lasts longer and the risk of post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, those dark spots, increases. Barrier repair is not a luxury, it's a critical step. Calming the skin immediately after hair removal ensures better, smoother, and healthier results in the long run. So there you have it, from the best methods to the ones that could be sabotaging your skin. It all comes down to a simple but profound shift in mindset. After 40, hair removal isn't about endurance, it's about respect for your skin. Thank you so much for watching. In the next video, I'll show you the one step most women skip before hair removal, and why it quietly causes so much pain. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it.